All right, one Chicago family, I need you to take a deep breath. Find a comfortable seat, maybe grab a cup of tea or something stronger, because the news that just came out of Firehouse 51 has left us all reeling. This isn't about a five-alarm blaze or a daring high-rise rescue. This is something quieter, more insidious, and 1,000 times more terrifying. This hits home. This is about family. In a storyline that has sent shockwaves through the entire fandom, our beloved Christopher Herrmann and his wife, Cindy, are facing the fight of their lives. The latest episode delivered a gut punch that none of us were prepared for. Cindy is devastatingly sick, and the Herrmann family has been thrown into the cold, sterile, and frightening world of hospitals and uncertainty. Let's be honest. In the world of Chicago Fire, we've learned to brace ourselves for impact. We've seen heroes fall, relationships shatter, and tragedies strike with little warning. But this feels different. This feels personal. Because Herrmann isn't just a character on a TV show, is he? For over a decade, he has been the heart, the soul, and the grumpy, golden-hearted father figure of Firehouse 51. And Cindy, his incredible wife, has been the anchor that keeps him, and their beautiful family, grounded. To see them brought to their knees by something as cruel and indiscriminate as a serious illness is a different kind of pain. It's a quiet terror that doesn't announce itself with sirens, but with a doctor's somber tone and the hollow look in a loved one's eyes. And right now, our hearts are collectively breaking for the entire Herrmann clan. The pillar of 51, and the woman who holds him up. To truly understand why this news is so earth-shattering, we have to talk about who Christopher Herrmann is. He's not the hotshot squad lieutenant or the ambitious officer climbing the CFD ladder. He is something far more important. He is the bedrock. He's the veteran firefighter who has seen it all, the grizzled mentor who dispenses life advice, whether you want it or not, over the squad table. He's the co-owner of Molly's, the pub that has become the unofficial sanctuary for Chicago's finest first responders, a place where they can wash away the horrors of the job with a cold beer and the comfort of family. Herrmann is the guy who complains about the younger generation, but would walk through fire for any one of them without a second's hesitation. He's a husband, a father of 5, a man who works a dangerous, grueling job to give his family a good life. He represents the everyday hero, the working-class guy with a lion's heart. His rants are legendary. His loyalty is unshakable, and his capacity for love is boundless. And behind that incredible man has always been an equally incredible woman, Cindy Herrmann. We may not see her in every episode, but her presence is always felt. She is the unsung hero of the Herrmann family. While Chris is running into burning buildings, Cindy has been at home, creating a loving, stable, and chaotic haven for their children. She's the matriarch, the steady hand, the calm in the storm of their lives. She's weathered financial troubles, her husband being stabbed and nearly dying, and the daily stress of being married to a firefighter. Through it all, Cindy has been the constant, the source of unwavering strength and grace. Their marriage is one of the most realistic and enduring relationships on television. It's not a whirlwind, dramatic romance. It's a deep, lived-in partnership built on years of shared laughter, tears, and unconditional support. They are the couple we all root for, the proof that love can endure even the most difficult of circumstances. A nightmare becomes reality. The story began subtly, as these things often do. A lingering cough, a touch of fatigue that was brushed off as just the exhaustion of being a busy mom. We, the audience, probably didn't think much of it at first. But the writers masterfully planted the seeds of dread, letting the worry slowly build until it became a palpable fear. The moment the diagnosis was confirmed was one of the most powerful and heartbreaking scenes in the show's history. It wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet, suffocating, and utterly devastating. The camera focused on Herrmann's face as the doctor's words hung in the air. We saw every stage of grief flash across his features in a matter of seconds. Disbelief, denial, a surge of protective anger, and finally, a deep, soul-crushing terror. This is a man who faces death for a living. A man who can size up a 4-story inferno and strategize how to attack it. But in that sterile hospital room, stripped of his uniform and his bravado, he was just a husband, completely and utterly powerless. The strong hands that have pulled countless victims from wreckage were trembling, unable to fix the one thing that matters most in his world. The scenes in the hospital are almost too painful to watch, yet impossible to look away from. The fluorescent lights, the incessant beeping of machines, the hushed whispers of nurses. It's a stark, terrifying contrast to the warmth and life of the Herrmann home, or the boisterous energy of Firehouse 51. Seeing Cindy, always so vibrant, now looking so fragile in a hospital gown, is a visceral blow. And seeing Herrmann sitting by her bedside, holding her hand, his face etched with a fear we've never seen from him before, it's simply gut-wrenching. He's trying to be strong for her, for his kids, but the cracks are showing. How can the rock of the family stay strong when his own foundation is crumbling? A family forged in fire rallies together. If there is any glimmer of light in this dark, terrifying tunnel, it is the immediate and unconditional response of the Firehouse 51 family. This is what Chicago Fire does best. It reminds us that family isn't just about blood. It's about the people who show up when your world falls apart. The news hit the firehouse like a physical blow. The usual morning banter and cheerful chaos were replaced by a stunned, heavy silence. But that silence didn't last long, because these are people of action, people whose very profession is to help. We saw Chief Bowden, the stoic and unshakable leader, offer not just his support, but his strength, his voice full of a quiet, paternal empathy that let Herrmann know he was not alone. We saw the lieutenants, Severide and Kidd, immediately step up, coordinating to ensure Herrmann's shifts were covered indefinitely, taking one practical worry off his already overloaded plate. The rest of the crew fell into place like a well-drilled team on a rescue call. Mouch, the fellow veteran and old-timer, provided the silent, comforting presence of someone who understands. Cruz, Gallo, and Ritter, the younger generation who look up to Herrmann as a mentor, started organizing meal trains for the kids and offering to help with anything. Mowing the lawn, running errands, just being there. The firehouse kitchen, usually a place of laughter and pranks, has become a command center for support. The members of Truck, Squad, and Ambo are not just colleagues. They are uncles and aunts to the Herrmann children. They are a wall of love and support, ready to catch Chris and his family if or when they fall.